Our special guest tonight is Rory Sloane, who's been an absolute favourite of ours for the duration of his career, and certainly for as long as we've been sitting here at the desk. A wave of admiration for Rory as he departed the game yesterday, and also the story or two that Nathan Buckley told about trying to poach him year on year.
Rory Sloane, an 18-year-old from the Eastern Under-18s, making his debut tonight.
His heart, his competitive and his desire is the first thing that jumped off through the TV screen or when you're watching him.
Sloane, he's a superstar.
Just his endeavour to give everything of himself for his team.
To the top of the square, Sloane in from the side.
List management, end of the year, there'd always be any chance of him across.
You always ask
every
question,
year.
is it?
And then when Sando came over, I said, what's the odds? Do you reckon he'd come? I just loved the way he went about it. He just exuded team man, and he would invest and sacrifice whatever he needed to for his teammates.
His final act on a football field will be a lap of honour ahead of the showdown. What a stage that is on Thursday night with the national audience as well. We're at home with him now, Rory Sloane. Congratulations on all you've done and welcome back to AFL 360.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for... I did see a piece you did last night, so thank you for all the years of support and admiration and kind words, and it was no different last night too, so I appreciate all the love and kindness.
We'll delve into all of that shortly. Did Bucks' overtures ever get through to you? Did you ever hear his desire to get you to Collingwood?
Yeah, I did have a chat to Sando. I can't even remember what year that was, but no, I kept in touch with Sando. He's a ripping coach. I enjoyed my time under Sando, and no, I do remember having a chat to him at one point, but as you guys probably know, and the whole of South Australia knows, I mean, I've loved this place ever since I've been here, and I've loved our footy club. To the point I don't even know how I'll ever repay them for it, but I'll certainly try, and it'll start by just continuing on my merry way this year and training a little bit with some of the rehab boys and maybe helping the coaches out and sticking around where I can.
Rory, well done. You're a humble champion and absolutely respected by everyone you've met and watched you play footy. Has the response from people been a little bit overwhelming for you? Yeah,
incredibly. I've had some really nice conversations from a range of different people I never thought I would, to be honest, throughout the football industry. Some that I played under, some that I played with, and some that I just played against, and others that just coached against me too. And incredibly humbling. But yeah, I know I'm trying to probably just absorb it all in at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to Thursday night as well, because as much as that footy part's meant a lot to me, it's also been the fans that have meant an incredible amount to me, and they've supported myself and my family through so many amazing moments and some challenging ones across our career.
I want to ask you about two people, and I don't want to make you cry, but you did cry yesterday, so I don't want you to repeat this. One is your great mate, Tex Walker, and the other bloke is Phil Walsh. And you had a lot of coaches, and when you lost Phil, how much of an impact was that at that time of your footy, at your top of your game? You're one of the best players in the competition. How much did that affect you? And, of course, Tex Walker.
I'll start with Phil. Look, and I remember... it's hard not to remember a lot of the great sort of values and things coaches impart on you throughout their journey, and Phil certainly left a legacy of just get it done, make no excuses, get it done, and just work hard. And that was certainly our theme for the remainder of that year was, let's just get this done for Walshy. And I mean, I've talked about this lots, and I'll talk about the footy club, but it's really just people who are inside the footy club. But across our whole journey, across my whole 16 careers, there's been so many people that have just helped us through so many difficult times, celebrated some of our most amazing times too, but certainly coming out the back of what happened to Phil, and it was led by the big fella Tex, but certainly coming out the back of that and playing a couple of really, really high quality years of footy as a team, that was some of the most rewarding times that I'll certainly remember as a footy club. Just the resilience we showed as a whole club, I think, no one's ever been through it, so I think we led the way in that area.
And what about your great mate? How was that conversation when you actually? I suspect he knew it was coming, But when you rang him up and said, hey, mate, I'm pulling the pin.
Yeah, no, I chatted to him the whole way through it. I mean, he's been such a huge support. He's not only him, his wife Ellie as well, and his whole family have been a huge support for myself and my wife throughout my whole career. I don't think there's probably two blokes that have been through more in a footy club than Tex and I across our 16 years, from loss of coaches, children, to highs, the ultimate highs, to losing a grand final. We probably put ourselves in a great chance of winning. Yeah, there's been some incredible moments, some extreme highs, some extreme lows, but to have your best mate there alongside you, throwing his ultimate support your way and your family's way has meant a huge amount. So, yep, I owe the big fella plenty of hugs, which I've certainly given to him, but yeah, it's just a relationship like a lot of people have in football. It's one of those relationships you'll cherish forever.
I feel like you're able to share with us, Rory, how much you loved the actual playing of the game, the passion that you had for it as a kid and right through your career. Just as you close the door on it, how much did you just love it?
Oh, and to the point I'm like, I wanted to try and return from a couple of detached retinas. I mean, I've had a fractured eye socket, I've had tears in the retina, I've also had stitches in the eye as well. And all these eye injuries, I was still like, I want to come back purely just because I love what I do. I love the game, I love playing in front of the fans. Showdown this week, I love those moments, like just tackling and that adrenaline hit you get in front of a home crowd. It's a feeling you can't replace, and I think that's why so many people struggle to get their words out when retiring or feel emotional when retiring, because you know you've got to let something go that you absolutely love and that you've loved doing since you were a child. And yeah, I would have done anything to keep playing. My body's in incredible nick. Unfortunately, it gave way somewhere else. And but that's life, and I've learned a lot of life lessons. And everyone always says I've got a positive attitude, but for me, it's a choice. The choice I make is I could either wallow on this and be like, poor me, I've copped this injury, but there's so much life to live that I'm so excited for, and I'll be taking that attitude into the rest of my life.
Does the eye give you trouble in regular everyday life at the moment, Rory?
No, I've been incredibly lucky. I've probably dodged a couple of bullets with my eye injuries. I've heard some horror stories about detached retinas, but mine, the right eye's probably got a slightly dilated pupil still, which I certainly feel the effects maybe in the sun, but otherwise my vision's pretty much back to normal.
The president of Otway Footy Club wants to know if you'll come back and have a special one-off and try and raise money for the junior footy club. You up for it?
I would have done anything for the Otway Footy Club. Unfortunately, my time of playing footy is going to be done. If I wanted to come back for a game, it probably would have been this Thursday night, I think. Which I certainly thought about, but again, it was just what am I risking here? But I owe the Otway Footy Club a huge amount. For me, I learnt so much. The senior club I never got to play a game for, but I spent all my Saturday arvos down there with my friends and family, and that footy club made me realise what great footy clubs are about, and that's certainly the lessons I learnt from Otway I've tried to impart on the Adelaide Footy Club to pretty much be, and my brother said this best, he goes, Adelaide Footy Club always felt like just a country footy club just on a bigger level. But I think that's because we saw what we had at the Otway Footy Club and we tried to emulate the same thing over here.
Have you got any strategy as to how you're going to substitute footy and find something to fill the competitiveness in your soul?
Surfing's one. It's probably always balanced me out. To get that adrenaline hit, I might have to surf a few bigger waves than I have been. I really am not quite sure. I certainly have still that competitive drive to help this group get back to where I know we can play our footy this year. So that'll take up a huge chunk of space. And look, I'll explore a whole range of things that I love doing because I've loved doing this for so long. Nothing's ever going to quite be the same, but there's still a lot of things I certainly love doing, and surfing's one of them, travelling's another, but there's a few other things I'll tuck into.
Do you want to coach, Rory?
Certainly that's part of probably why I'll stick around this year is because I just love helping people, love helping the kids that come through our footy club. Absolutely, one day I'll coach my boys. I think that's one thing I can't wait to do is maybe at under 10s, 12s and 14s sort of level when it's more about development. And yeah, and honing in on their skills, I think I can help in that area. But I would never senior coach if you're asking that, but I certainly want to help out this year.
Have a great night Thursday night with the family and the Crows fans, Rory, and thank you for your involvement with us throughout the years.
No, I appreciate all the love, as I said before, and kindness. Yeah, I'll always repay you guys back whenever you need. So thank you very much, and I can't wait to see some fans, and thank all the fans Thursday night.
Oh, what a night it's going to be. Good on you, Rory.
Let him
Rory
go. I'm
Sloane
going to
with
say
us.
something.
Yes.
Can you love him anymore?